Hello. You guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit. I got under the weather, a little bit of cold going on, so I sound a little nasally and a little bit of a frog in my throat. But besides the fact, thank you guys so much for inviting me into your Coach Sneak Peek. I'm super excited to share my story and share just a little bit of a different aspect compared to moms in the business to college students in the business. And so, like my title says, broke college student turned entrepreneur. Who the hell thought this is where I would be right now? So I'll wait just a second for you guys to jump on, and then I'll share my story. Hi. Thanks for jumping on, guys. So my name is Maddie Masis. I have been a coach for 18 months now. I live on the Pacific Northwest, so it's 8 a.m. my time right now. But like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so bear with me. But I am 22 years old. I started this business at 20 years old. I am graduating college come June 15th, and I cannot wait. So my journey kind of goes like this. So I was a college athlete. I played volleyball all 4 years at a smaller school called Western Oregon University out here in Oregon. And I came into school my freshman year, 2015, and I was a CrossFit athlete. So I was like on the top of my game. I was like anti anything else. CrossFit was my life, and I loved it. I loved every aspect of it. And then I got to college, and we worked out 4 days a week here with a strength and conditioning coach. And there was no focus ever on nutrition, nothing besides drink protein powder. It's going to make you so lean and muscular. I was like, sweet, buy me some Costco protein powder. And throughout my first year of college, it was a constant struggle. You go from having your mom's home-cooked meals to being on your own in the dining hall, figuring out what the heck you need to eat to fuel your body so you don't throw up during your workout, but you're also giving yourself enough nutrients. And so we would like barely eat in the morning, had no concept of anything with nutrition, and then after workouts we'd be like ice cream, Dairy Queen, all the junk because it was accessible. And so during my first year of college, I had put on 30 pounds, and I was 180 pounds. I'm 5'10", so I'm pretty tall. Like that was one thing during our coach, what's it called, on the cruise. Everyone was like, oh my God, you're so tall. But yeah, I'm 5'10", so like I was 180 pounds, and it wasn't even about like the number on the scale to me. It was how I felt. I was letting like boys take advantage of me. I was drinking all the time. I was just trying to be able to be confident enough to go out, so I would just drink so that I would like not have to worry about my, muffin top hanging over my crop top, because that's what you wear when you're a freshman in college. And so everyone was like, oh no, like you've just put on a bunch of muscle, like that's not fat. And like I look back at my transformation photo now, and I'm like, why did no one ever say anything? But it was also because everyone was in that same set of mind and that same spot where I was. And so I wasn't the only one. I wasn't alone. And so I'd go home for the summer, I'd lose 10 pounds, felt great. I was eating my mom's home-cooked avocado, fresh food, like, because that's not what we have here in Oregon. And I would lose the weight, come back, sophomore year, same thing happened again. And it was like this cycle, and I was doing those fad diets. I was losing 5 pounds because I didn't eat, and then I would gain it back. And I just, being an exercise science major, you would have thought that I had a better grip on my nutrition and all that stuff, but I really didn't. I just had no self-control. I'm an emotional eater. I will eat ice cream when I'm feeling sad. I'll eat ice cream when I got some cramps going on. Like I didn't know how to control my body, and using the portion control containers has changed my life. But going into my junior year, I was still playing volleyball, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this yo-yo back and forth. I need to make a change. And so my coach reached out to me. She was with a friend. She came back from our coach summit, and she was on fire. And I was like, what are you doing? You just lost 20 pounds. Like, help me out, girlfriend. And so she was like, hey, try this 14-day clean eating plan. You get workouts with your plan, and just give it a shot. Like, what do you have to lose? And so obviously I had nothing to lose. Like at that point I had some weight to lose. That was it. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this. It was during the preseason beginning of volleyball. We're in triple days. It's not like I'm just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. Like I was in triple days. And I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. Like if I don't give it a shot, what's the worst thing that happens? I'm just stagnant and nothing's happening. So I gave it a shot. And I did it all the way through. And I was like, okay, like what's next? Like what's the next step I can go into? And so she's like, hey, try 21 Day Fix. We have a deal going on. It's 160 and you get all yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. Like sign me up. I'm down. Let's do it. And I was so sketchy. I was like using other people's things. Like I didn't want to pay for it. I was like, so expensive. I'm a college student. I don't have 160. And she's like, can you just like give it a shot? Like you have 30-day money back guarantee. And I was like, you bet your ass I'm returning this after 30 days because I don't have an income to supply 160. And so I used my last paycheck that came in from that summer job I had. I paid for it, and immediately my mom texted me, why did you just pay $160 a beach when I told you not to do that? And I was like, Mom, I'm just giving it a shot. Like, that is what I wanted to spend my last paycheck on, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I did 21 Day Fix to a T because I invested into my health. I wasn't just going to let that 160 fly by and not do anything about it. So 21 days, I lost 12 pounds, and I was just like, okay, maybe I'm not returning this. And I signed up as a discount coach because if I'm in college, one, I'm not paying full price for Shakeology. It's expensive, and I get that. I wasn't going to pay $130 for it. So when you break it down to $4 a serving, okay, I work at a coffee shop. People spend $6 a day on coffee, but I'm not going to spend $4 on vitamins and nutrients and phytonutrients and all the stuff in my shake. What am I thinking? So I invested in that. I became a discount coach, and it's funny because people always ask me, like, talk about your success in the business and how it started. And for the first 3 months, you guys, I literally did nothing. Sold $0. Zero. The first $48 I made was from my mom buying a challenge pack in December when I signed up in October. So I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a coach. My coach kind of like, she was younger than me. So she was 18 when I signed up with her. She had no idea, like nothing, no help, nothing. I watched YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video. I found one of my mentors, and now we're like success partners. Her name's Ashley Feldison, but she's top 9 in the company right now. And I literally would jump on her team calls on YouTube every week. Like I would put on my phone, hey, like watch her team calls, even though I wasn't even in her team page like I am now. And I wasn't invited to those calls, but I would do it because I wanted to learn. I knew that there was an opportunity and I wanted to seize it, but I didn't know what I was doing. So it took me 3 months to get one person to sign up with me. That one person was my mother, and she wouldn't even sign up as a discount coach because she didn't believe in me. And it's funny because I just crack up now because now she's a coach. Now she like orders her shakes and she's all into it. But I had to prove myself, and that is something you're going to learn when you come into this. This isn't instant success. This isn't instant cash flow. I'm going to sign up and everyone's going to come swarming into me and want to sign up. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. You have to be here in an entire year from now, if not longer, because the time you're a coach equals more success, hands down, because it's experience. You feel more comfortable talking about things. Like public speaking was my like arch nemesis. It was the only class in college that I've ever gotten a C in, and like my neck would just be bright red. Now I'm like, oh, like, yeah, I'll jump on your coach sneak peek in 2 hours. Like, yeah, sign me up, because I am so damn confident from the programs I've done and the experience I have got from just doing this over and over and over again. And so Maddie 1.0 would never have been able to jump on a live call. I had the worst self-confidence issues. Like I said, I was like constantly the partier. Like I was known as the party animal because I would just drink so that I wouldn't have to worry about what I said or what I did. And then I would be able to like, everything would flow. Well, that's not how you're supposed to live your life. And so I was able to conquer 80 days of a program, gain so much confidence, and then start a team. I didn't hit the first rank in the business that you can do in 24 hours for 6 months. It took me 6 months to get one person to sign up on my team. And those 2 girls that ended up signing up on my team don't even exist in my business anymore. They're just discount coaches, and they're just my friends. And so you constantly are growing, you're constantly meeting new people, and that is the best freaking part. When I graduated from volleyball, but like finished my eligibility back in November, everyone was like distraught. They're like, what am I going to do? I've always been a part of a team. And I'm like, sweet, peace out, coaching, let's do it. Because one, I already had this huge community. I have a downline of over 60 coaches between me and my boyfriend's account because I've constantly showed up, because people see the flow of what's going on, and they're like, hey girl, get me a part of that community. And that is the best part, that the transition was so smooth because of what we have. It's not just a workout program, it's not just a business you're building, it's friendships. And to think that I have coaches in Philadelphia, East Coast, Dallas, Texas, Minnesota, California, Arizona, like all over the states, Canada even, and I have a coach in the UK now. Like, it's insane, but it's just because I said yes. And so college students all the time like to say, I don't have $160. Well, did I have $160? No. But did I save for that $160? Yes. So when people tell me now that they don't have $160 to spend to get started, I'm like, so what extra shifts are you picking up? Or are you going to like go try a nanny or house sit or do something to make it work? Because if you don't, you're going to constantly just keep telling yourself you don't have the money, but then you're not getting the body, you're not getting the happiness, you're not getting the mindset, and you're not getting the community that we have. So stop giving yourselves excuses to get out of it and find ways to get into it. And this kind of went long, but one of the reasons why I think this opportunity is the best part, like best thing you could do as a college student, is because every day I get messages from people in our upline saying, I wish at 20 years old I knew about Beachbody. Could you imagine what some of these people could have done if they started at my age? Like, it would have been insane. And so that makes me obviously show up every single day because I have this opportunity that I don't even know what I can uncap, but I have it. And for college students, like, clocking into work sometimes is tough. Like, you are constantly in classes in between limbo, and when I was traveling on the road, we'd have 9-hour road trips, and my friends would have to not go to work. Obviously, they're on a bus, but I was sending invites. I was on my phone mentoring my team because I was able to work from my phone and still make an income. And so during my bus trips, I was still making a part-time income when others had to cut back all of their work because they couldn't do it. And so I had a week in February that I made $1,000 in 1 week. And to me, that's utterly insane, because that would have been over 50 hours at minimum wage in Oregon that I would have had to work in 1 week to make that kind of income. And who has over 50 hours as a full-time student working at a fitness club and doing her internship and still is able to do that? Like, that's just unheard of. But that's because I said yes to this opportunity. That's because I never let myself ever think that quitting was an option. You have to believe that your coach has your best intentions from day one. And if I didn't believe that, our team wouldn't be ranked 117 in this company right now. We just had elite rankings come out last night, and 117 out of 500,000 teams. But just because I decided that my mom telling me I need to return my pack because I don't have $160 didn't stop me. My mom not signing up with me for 3 months never stopped me. My best friend taking over 1.5 years to sign up as a coach with me, that didn't stop me. I just found new people. I went and reached out to more people, because over time it's going to happen, but you have to constantly breathe belief into your own brain. Personal development is so important. Working on our mental fitness game is just as important as our physical game, and I didn't believe that when I started. Now I 110% believe that our mental game is what drives us forward, because we always are telling ourselves self-limiting beliefs that we can't do something, that we can't be successful, and that's not going to get you anywhere in life. So you flip that switch and say, what can I do to work harder? Harder, because come 2-3 years from now, that is going to pay off. So you have to believe from day one that you can be successful, but it's not going to happen in the first month, maybe not the second, maybe not the third, but come 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you have so much potential. So don't ever think about quitting. Don't ever hesitate to get started, because the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take to be successful. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, let me see. Yep. Awesome. I don't see any questions, but thank you guys so much. That's my story. That's how we got started. And I hope you just decide to take the plunge, because what is holding you back has nothing on you, girlfriend. Like, you can be so utterly successful, but you just have to start. You have to start somewhere, and you have to lean in and ask questions and get uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. There we go. All right. Have an amazing Friday, you guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.